Hello everybody, and welcome back to another video. It's Gotham Cenobites. My name is Terry, and today's video is going to be a movie discussion / review of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Let's get right into it. Okay, so I just want to get one point out of the way. It's not my intention to say any spoilers. I may end up saying a few things that some might consider to be a spoiler. So I just want to warn you right now. I mean, the movie just came out for all of us public people yesterday. So if you are trying your best to avoid spoilers, then maybe go out and see the movie. Come back at this point in the video, and yeah, just want to let you guys know I may end up saying something that some people may consider to be a spoiler. So you've been warned. Let's go. So Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, and I gotta say, Guardians has been my favorite Marvel franchise since I first saw it. I saw the trailer, I knew I wanted to see it, but the wife talked me out of seeing the first one, but forget where I was working at the time, but I ended up having a week off vacation, bought the Blu-ray, and when we put it in, started it, of course the gut-wrenching scene of him as a little boy, but as soon as he runs out, gets abducted, and then bam, you're fast-forwarded to Star-Lord, puts the music on and starts dancing. It was that early on in the film that the wife looks over at me and was like, I'm sorry that we didn't go see this in theaters, because of course we all know it turned out to be a fantastic movie. 2 kind of had its problems. I mean, it's not as easy to watch over and over again as the first one, but overall, I loved the second one. Spoilers, Yondu dying. Yondu is my favorite character, so yeah, it kind of hurt me to see Yondu die, but there's a lot of reasons that involve James Gunn as to why this project was pushed back so far. But yes, we finally got it. 2023, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Now, again, these are my favorite characters. So, and Thor is probably my favorite MCU character, besides the Guardians. So, seeing the scenes in Infinity War with them interact with Thor was some of my favorite scenes of any. I love their interaction with Thor. But getting on to this movie, my thoughts overall was, I gotta say, I go ahead and throw the rating out right now. 9.5 out of 10. I absolutely love this movie. It did kind of take a little bit of a slow start, but once we had our mission and it got rolling, it got better. And then, yeah, it was a very, very fitting goodbye. I'm not gonna say if anybody dies. I don't want to spoil anything like in that detail. But I do think this is the best in the trilogy. Here I am at home. I've been home for like 8 hours, and I really want to see this movie again. But yeah, all loose ends. All points. I don't know. Everything involving every character kind of wraps up enough to where if this is it, I'm good with it. It's definitely the saddest movie of all 3 of them, and it's not sad because of the story of this movie. It's gut wrenching. It's so sad seeing Rocket's origin and seeing everything he went through in his captivity and creation. But yeah, it's really sad. Bring some tissues, especially you ladies out there. It had me really close a few times. But yeah, overall, it's a really good movie. The theater I was in, it was a matinee showing before noon, 10 a.m. first showing on a Saturday. So, it was a small theater, but it was enough people where everyone was laughing. It was a general energetic group of people watching this movie. So, it's a very good overall movie going experience. So some points I want to hit on. So overall, yes, story is great. It wraps up. It does everything it needs to. I There's nothing more I could have asked for or wanted out of this movie. 9.5. But just some notes I wanted to reference. Nathan Fillion. I mean, I love him as an actor. I've been waiting forever to finally see him in an MCU movie, and we get him as a smaller character. It's very brief, but I mean it's very funny. And I'm gonna show a quick clip that I found in one of the trailers. Of course, there's more to this scene, but it's a very funny scene.
What the hell was that? Did you just throw the door open without any proper precautionary procedure?
Exactly. I'm angry too.
Oh no. Ah! Excuse my friend. He's a little...
Yeah, I got one of those too.
Thought you said something else. Shut up,
So yeah, I mean, there's not much more than that with him, but it's a very funny scene, and Nathan Fillion is finally in the MCU. Another thing I wanted to hit on was the High Evolutionary. I mean, holy shit. I mean, somebody who's never read Marvel, so I can only give my opinions on these movies. To me, the High Evolutionary is the worst villain, and I don't mean it in like a bad way. Like, the actor was great; he did a great job. But when I say the worst, I mean like it was the only villain in any of these movies where I wanted to reach through the screen and choke this motherfucker out. He was doing that much fucked up shit in the movie. But I mean, the actor, and I know I'm gonna butcher this, Chuck Iwuji, hopefully. But James Gunn likes to use the same people. So I mean, if you've seen Peacemaker, I love his character in Peacemaker. Fantastic actor. And again, I haven't read any comics to know about the High Evolutionary, but to me, what I saw, he killed this role. And I mean, when I say the worst villain, I mean like you really hated this guy. So he did his job. He was a great actor, a great villain. But another thing I wanted to mention was Adam Warlock. I mean, he ends up kind of having a moment at the end of the movie where he kind of saves the day. But overall, I feel like we didn't need him in this movie. He could have been brought, with all these delays and all this bullshit that's happened, we could have seen him during the Thanos event, I feel like. Overall, you could kind of see his story pretty early on, what was going to happen, and what I thought in my head was going to happen, it happens. I mean, if you guys know comics, you know this character, you know he's going to be kind of a dumb dickhole, but towards the end of the movie, he's going to make the turn, and you read comics, you know he ends up being a good guy. So, great actor. I mean, I really enjoyed the performance, but was it necessary for this particular story? I don't think so. But it didn't detract from anything as well. So, Adam Warlock, mediocre, but I don't know, I liked him. Anyways, another big moment I wanted to, this is kind of the spoiler territory, I guess, was I enjoyed the Kraglin in this movie. And towards, if you've seen the Holiday Guardians movie, you know he's trying to master the arrow, his full-on mohawk, and you kind of see him struggling to move the arrow, and he, closes his eyes, has a moment, and he sees Yondu, and Yondu, encourages him on, and then he, going forward, he's going to be just as good as Yondu with his arrow. So I just wanted to mention Kraglin. It's played by James Gunn's brother. Whatever happens with James Gunn, I mean, I do think the Guardians, maybe not this whole team, part of this team, and if you've read comics, I know enough to know that this group of Guardians isn't the only group of Guardians, so I know we're going to see group of Guardians in some capacity in the future, and it does say in the end credit scene that Star-Lord will return, so I don't know. He's off taking a break, and you'll see why at the end of the movie, if he's going to come back and be in the Guardians again. I would love that. I think James Gunn laid the groundwork enough, and you saw what the Russo brothers did. I think there's enough to where it doesn't have to be James Gunn. But one more thing I wanted to highlight is we finally got the comic suits. I mean, again, I know I've said it, broken record. I haven't read anything, but I do know enough to know, just seeing statues and, the game and all that stuff, that they've never worn the comic accurate suits, but they wear them pretty much the majority. And in one of the end credit scenes, the rest of the Guardians who are still there and new Guardians, they're all wearing the comic suits. And I'll put some pictures up of one of the scenes in the movie, and then I found a similar picture from the comics. So I don't know if he recreated this scene from the comics intentionally or if it was just a byproduct, but yeah, so we finally see them in their comic suits. Another thing too is, you can kind of tell in the trailer that, Gamora is not the same. Get it out of your head. She's not the same person. She's kind of a dick. But I do liked her arc in the movie, to where, she's not the Gamora they want her to be by the end of this movie, but she does kind of have enough heart to smile and be able to relate to them. And I think if we see a Ravager series with her and Sylvester Stallone leading some Ravager adventures, so that'd be awesome. And see, that was an unintended spoiler, if you caught that. But that is going to wrap up my Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 discussion. If you've seen it, let me know in the comments below what you thought of it. Did you think it was good? Did you think it was a very fitting end? And there's callbacks from the first two movies with characters and general just callbacks. So, it could definitely be its own trilogy on its own. You do have to watch the holiday special to know that Mantis is Quill's sister. So I would recommend watching the holiday special if you haven't already. Why haven't you? Before you see this. But yeah, so that's my thoughts. Let me know what you think. If you hated it, yeah, let me know that too. If you liked the video, I appreciate giving the video a like. Subscribe if you want to. I appreciate all of you guys who watch my stuff for making it to the end of these things. Thank you so much. And I may start doing more of these. We'll see. I am going to go see Into the Spider-Verse, my first movie, watching with Liam. He's going to go see it. I may even get him to kind of appear in that review. But after that, The Flash. So those will be the two. Next movie, I don't know if I'm going to do a movie review for Spider-Verse. We'll see. Definitely will for The Flash, but that's neither here nor there. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Go out and see this movie. I definitely recommend it. 9.5 out of 10. Go see it. And sayonara, James Gunn. And now he's coming to fuck up DC. If I have to eat my words, I will gladly do it. I wish you luck, but I don't see it. Anyways, you guys all have a great weekend. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.